This is how you add over 100 points to your credit score in 30 days with no debt and no hard inquiries. If you want to add over 100 points to your credit score in less than 30 days without getting into debt, you need to stop scrolling, because I'm about to give you the top 3 ways anyone can do it, and there's no hard inquiry on your credit report for any of them. And my favorite part, the number 1 method, most people have no clue it even exists, but it's the single fastest legal way to get a massive credit score boost. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, coming in at number 3 is Boom Report. And listen, if you pay rent, you're sitting on a gold mine of unreported credit history, because Boom lets you report not just your current rent payments for this year, but they can also report the last 2 years of your rental history. That's 36 months of positive payments hitting your credit profile instantly. Hold up. It's actually just 24 months of previous payment history, and then moving forward the next 12. But do you understand how valuable it is? A lot of people think this is a scam or it's a joke, but like, no, you have no idea. You can literally boost your credit score so easily by reporting your rent. But let me explain to you why this is a huge game changer, because the average credit score increase is over 105 points. Now the cost, yes, there is a cost, but it's not crazy. Trust me. It's just $5 a month, which is billed annually at $60 a year. And that fee is just to report your actual on-time payment history moving forward on your current lease. Now, your past history is an add-on. It's a one-time $25 fee to add up to 24 months of previous payment history. That's where you win. You automatically inject all of this positive payment history, boosting your credit score. And the best part about Boom is there's no hard inquiry, so this won't ding your credit score. And here's one of the biggest parts that people truly don't realize. Rent is usually your biggest monthly bill. So once it's on your credit report, lenders see you as someone who can handle large monthly obligations. I've seen people jump from fair credit to prime borrower status just from this single move alone. Now, Boom Report works with almost all types of rental payments. So Boom can report rent payments via Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, ACH, check, and more, as long as it can be traced to your bank account. That's the secret. Now, link is going to be in the video description for anybody that needs Boom. And if you have any questions about it, don't be scared to drop it in the comment section and ask me. I'm here to help you. Remember that. At number 2, we've got Kovo. And honestly, it's the only credit builder I recommend for this strategy. And you're probably asking, but why? Because it reports 24 months of on-time payments right from the start. That's the sweet spot for boosting your credit score quickly. That's what people don't understand. Now, I get it. There are a lot of credit builders out there, and people always ask me, Mike, why don't you talk about this one? Why don't you talk about that one? Always remember the golden rule with me. If I don't talk about it, that's because it's trash. Let me explain to you why Kovo is different and powerful. It reports to all 4 credit bureaus: Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and Enovis. Now, there is no late payment reporting, so you can't get dinged if you slip up. They're gonna contact you and they're gonna let you know, so pay attention. You're also going to get real-time FICO score tracking, which is included. It's a huge deal. And then the average score boost that we see is over 73 points. And you're probably asking me, what's the cost, Mike? The cost is only $10 a month. Now, unlike, we'll use as an example, Self. Self is going to charge you a fee, then it's going to charge you an interest rate on top of that for you to put your money into their account. You don't have to worry about that with Kovo, because with Kovo, there are no fees, no interest, and there is no hard inquiry. It's crazy to think that Self is going to charge you interest and fees just to borrow your own money. Let that sink in for a second. So if you're wondering why I never talk about Self, here's the massive answer, and there's so many different answers for all the other ones. But Kovo is clean and straightforward. That's what I love about it the most. You're essentially buying a digital product that reports as a credit account for 2 years straight. So if your score needs a fast boost to get approved for a loan, a car, or an apartment, this is the move. Kovo is beyond powerful. It is one of the most underrated credit builders out there that not very many people talk about. What I often see, and what you probably see, is a lot of these creators and YouTubers are just parroting the same information over and over and over again. They've never actually owned their own credit repair company. They don't own their own credit repair software. They're all just a sham, and they don't actually help people increase their credit score. I have helped thousands of clients increase their credit scores using these types of same tactics. Like all my beasters out there. We talk about all of our beasters all the time because we're helping them increase their credit score with my software, which is Dispute Beast. And the number one fastest way to boost your credit score in under 30 days is getting added to someone else's credit card as an authorized user. This is over 52 credit cards that I have that can change anyone's life overnight. Literally, in less than 30 days, I can figure out what the statement closing date is, add somebody to it, and this is exactly how my son has close to an 800 credit score and how my nephew also has close to an 800 credit score. At the age of 20 years old, my nephew is going to break into the 800 club, and my 19-year-old son is going to break into the 800 club by the time he turns 20 also. This is pretty crazy. This is why credit cards are so valuable. But again, if you don't know how to use credit cards properly, they can be a debt trap and put you in debt for a long period of time if you can't get out of it. But when credit cards are used properly, they can be a secret weapon to help your close loved ones, your close friends, your family, your kids, everybody you can help that's close to you. You can literally change their lives overnight. But let's talk about how to make it work. So understand something. Age equals points. The older the account, the bigger the score jump. So 5+ years old is great. 10+ years old is a massive increase over 100+ points. But the credit card limit plays a huge role also. If you have a credit card that meets some of those criteria we just talked about, plus it has over a $5,000 credit limit, that's gonna be amazing. If it has over a $10,000 credit limit, it's going to be incredible. It's going to put your credit score on steroids. I wanna give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using Dispute Beast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with the 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Tanya. Tanya's credit score went up 289 points after just one round with Dispute Beast. And Christian's credit score went up 366 points after just one round with Dispute Beast. And let's not forget about Allison. Allison's credit score went up 204 points after just one round with Dispute Beast. Dispute Beast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. But here are some things that you need to understand. They need to have a low balance. Must be under 4% of the card's credit limit, because big balances will actually hurt your credit score. Now, they may not be hurting the actual credit card holder's credit score because they may have other cards that are offsetting it. But if you don't have enough credit to offset that balance that they're carrying, it's going to do a lot of damage to your credit profile, and it's actually not going to help you. You also want to make sure that it has no late payments ever, because one late payment will destroy this entire method, and it will destroy your credit score, because whatever late payments are on that credit card, they're going to go onto your credit report, and we don't want that trash on our credit report. Now, there's only one bank to avoid, and you want to avoid American Express. And people are like, but why? Why do you not want to do this for this trick? Because they don't report previous payment history. They only report once you're added. So once you're added moving forward, but you won't get any of the old age if that card's been open 5 or 10 years, and that's what we want. That's the whole purpose of this. Now, here's something else that you need to be aware of. Paying for authorized user spots does exist, but you want to be very, very careful, because honestly, sometimes they don't report. It's not that people are trying to scam you, but for whatever reason, it may not report. Because understand something, the credit card company can choose to report or not report it. They have no obligation to report it to the credit bureaus. And understand, that a paid trade line, which is a paid authorized user account, sometimes they drop off after 30, 60, or 90 days. And then your score can fall when it's removed because you're only paying for that time frame. Usually what these people sell them for is they sell them for 30 days, 60 or 90 days. And then once they rip it off, it comes off, your score goes back down. If you're ever going to do the paid version of the authorized user, this is best used right before applying for credit. So like you're gonna apply for a mortgage, a car loan, or some type of big approval, and you want to increase your credit score. Now here's a huge bonus tip that nobody ever talks about with authorized user accounts. Don't add more than 1 to 2 authorized user accounts because lenders are catching on and they will rescore you without those authorized user accounts. Yes, this is a thing, especially in the mortgage industry. So your best case scenario is to ask a friend or a relative you trust, because then you can have that trust between them where you can trust that they're gonna be a responsible person, nothing crazy is gonna happen, and then everything can go as planned. Last part's the most important, but there is a catch number 99. Now, people always think that this is a fast track to fix your credit. If you have collections, charge-offs, late payments, whatever it may be, any type of negative account, your credit score will not actually increase as much as it normally would if there was no negative items. So I wanna be really clear on that. So let's run this back again. If you have negative items on your credit report, your score will increase, but not as much if you didn't have any negative items on your credit report. So understand that. If anything, you want to remove any negative items that are hurting your credit and then do an authorized user line so you can see the full potential of where your score is going to go, because those negative items are going to weigh down on your credit score. Now, yes, some really powerful authorized user accounts can overwhelm it, but the system will know when you apply, you'll still get denied. These are truly the fastest, debt-free ways to boost your credit score in under 30 days. And remember, credit is a game. If you know the rules, you win. Now, I dropped all the links for Boom and Kovo in the video description so you can start today and watch your credit score skyrocket. Let's make this go viral and help as many people as we possibly can. And remember, if you have any collections or charge-offs or any negative account that you need to remove from your credit report, make sure to watch this video right here because it's gonna show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail the letters, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.